Welcome to your first ever Solana project. In this project, you're going to build Solana Token Creator using modern technology like TypeScript, but not only that, we'll also build a functionality of airdrop on testnet or devnet. So user can claim airdrop and they can use that airdrop to create token on the test network. So these are the functionality we're going to build every single thing from scratch. You will learn every single thing which you have to know about the Solana blockchain and the tools and technology which you have to master to become a Solana developer. So let me give you a quick walkthrough that what exactly you're going to build in this entire project. So this is how our application is going to look like. This is the entire thing we're going to code every single thing from scratch. So we have this beautiful front end with all the functionality. So the very first thing we have in our application is our navbar logo. We have different tabs. You can simply click and you can go to different section in our application. So let's come back to the top and we have the network. So from here you can select any network. You can select to the mainnet. If you want to create the token on the mainnet, you can go with the devnet. You can go with the testnet. So you have these three options. Now I'm going to do all the transaction on the devnet because I don't have real fund to do the transaction on the mainnet, but exactly it's same. So make sure to change the network and click on this connect wallet. It's going to open the phantom wallet and click on that. You will have multiple options to select, but I'm going with the phantom wallet because that's the only wallet I have installed in my Chrome browser. So I'll select this one and finally I'm connected. You can click here. From here you can copy the address of your wallet. You can simply come and paste. So this is the address of my wallet. If you guys want to transfer fund, don't do that because this is my test wallet. From here you can change the wallet. It's going to open and you can pick the wallet you want, and from here you can disconnect. So you can click and you can connect. So finally I'm connected with the dev network. So now come back to the tools which we can utilize. So right now here we have a lot of tools. So this is the token create tool. You can click and you can upload the image of your token. You can give the description. You have to give the name, symbol, decimal point, and the amount of token you want to create, which I will show you. We have to provide all of this information because these are the information required to create a token on the Solana chain. So this is the create token. Here you can easily able to find the information of the deployed token. So if you have the address of the token and you want to get the information like image, decimal point, and the address, you can provide that all and you will get all the information about that particular token. Here we have the option called contact. So you can easily able to send the email. So I'm the creator of this platform. So if you have any query, you can give your name and message so I can receive that message. And here we have the airdrop system. So you can claim an airdrop. So right now I have this much fund on the devnet. I can click on one airdrop and it's going to transfer the airdrop, which I can use to create my token and do the transaction on the devnet. And here we have the send transaction. So if you want to donate any fund, donate the fund and reward me for building this platform. So this is what I have. So let's start with airdrop first. So I will click here and it's going to open me this and I have to claim an airdrop. So I'll click on this airdrop and it's going to make a transaction, and here you can see the transaction is completed. You can click here and it will be redirect to the Solana chain explorer and you see the transaction is completed. Solana is a really fast blockchain. You can see how quickly the transaction completed, and if you come back here, if you click on this airdrop, you can see the fund went to 8. It's working absolutely fine. If you want to do the airdrop on the testnet, you can do that. Click on the testnet. I'm connected with the testnet. Here say that wallet disconnect error. So close this one, click and connect one more time. So right now I'm connected with the testnet. Now I can come back here, go to the airdrop, and in the testnet, I'm having this much Solana. I can claim an airdrop, click on this, and it's going to claim here the transaction went through. The logic we're going to implement that we're going to restrict the user. So in every 24 hours, he can claim only one airdrop. So the transaction went through. If you click here, this fund went up to 5. So this one is also working absolutely fine. So that's how user can claim. We cannot do that on the mainnet because obviously it's a real money. And no one is going to give you to do that transaction on the mainnet. So if I come back to the airdrop on the mainnets, right now I have no fund, I have 0. If I make a claim, I'll get an error. It says that airdrop failed, invalid request, because we cannot make on the mainnet. So airdrop is working absolutely fine. Now let's talk about the metadata. So let's click on this token, and here I have to provide the address of the token. So if I click on the phantom And here I have already created couple of tokens. So right now I'm connected with the mainnet. I have to switch back to the testnet. So I'll go to the settings, and in the settings I have the developer setting. Inside the developer setting I have to on this testnet. So I have to select the dev network, and here I will find all the token I have created on my devnet. So it's working absolutely fine. Devnet, select it, go back, close this one, and here you will find that I have created all of this token which is reflecting here. So this is the swap by Jim token, Daulat Hussain, the blockchain coder, the Solana, all the supply, everything you will find. If you want to check this fund, so I can go with this one, Daulat Hussain, which has 1 billion. I can go to the explorer, and I need the address of this particular token. So here you will find the initial supply, the balance, all the transaction which I have done, and the owner of the creator, and this is the address which we need. Simply copy this one, copy, come back here, and all you have to do is to provide the address here. So provide the address and make a request called get token metadata, and it's going to fetch, and here it's give the information. So right now the transaction failed because we are doing the transaction on the mainnet, but this particular token locate on the devnet. So I have to switch to devnet, and I have to connect the wallet one more time, and here I'm connected. This looks fine. Now I can click on this get metadata, provide the address, click on this get token metadata, and it's going to make the transaction, and it will give you all the information. So here you can see this is the logo of my token, name, the symbol, and this is the token URI which we have deployed. So you can simply copy that URI, which you can easily check on the Solana scan. So you can come back here. So you come back here, and if you go to the Solana, you can click on this, it will open, and here you will find all the information about that. So click on this metadata, and here you will find all the information about the token. So this is the token URI which we have deployed, which contain all of this information. So if you paste here, hit enter, and this information is deployed to the IPFS, because you have to provide, and Solana need this information. So this one is also working fine. We have successfully checked the metadata of the token. So simply paste the address, hit enter, it's going to make a request, and it will give you all the data about your token. The successfully fetched token metadata looks fine. So we have checked this working, we have checked this, it's working, we have to check this. Let's send the message. So I'll go with this particular one. I'll say copy and I'll paste, click on the send message, and here the message is successfully sent, and you will receive this message in your email. And here I got this message. So this one is also working fine. So what are the things we have checked? We have checked the airdrop, we have checked the contact metadata, and you can also check this one as well, like send transaction. So all you have to do is to provide the amount which you want to send. So whatever amount you will give, click on this donate, and the amount will be transferred. So the amount will be transferred, but the address I have provided in my system, it's my own address, so I cannot make the transaction now. Now comes the star of the show, that how you can create the token now. So click on this, and here you have to provide all of this information. So if I open my Phantom wallet, here you will find all the token which I have created. Solana token, the blockchain coder, Daulat Hussain, Jim, Shoaib Bhai. So let's click on this, and let's create an image, upload an image, select on this document, and here I have the same images. So what I will do is, instead of going with this image, I can go to my desktop, and I have an NFT project. Inside that I have the starter file which is I given to all of you guys. So make sure to check the complete project, the NFT marketplace. In that I have provided, and we have built one of the phenomenal application. So make sure to check that. So I will go with this particular image, and it will upload. So just wait, once the image will reflect here, then you have to provide all the detail. So finally the image is successfully deployed, and I'm going to come back to the blockchain coder, and I'm going to get some description. So if I come back to the courses, this is the course which I have launched. Make sure to check. This will teach you every single thing about the IPFS and how to build an application on the blockchain. So I'm going to get this particular description, come back to the application and provide here. So this is the description. You have to give your description about your token. I'll call this one, let's say Pro NFT Place. You can give a short name. I'll say PNM, stand for Pro NFT Marketplace. Let's give the decimal point. I'll go with 9, and I want my supply to be something like a big number, a huge supply I want. So this is the supply I want to give to my token. You can go to like more huge. Now you have to click on this create token. Click. It's going to make a call. It's going to open the Phantom wallet and you have to confirm your transaction. So you can see here we have doing the transaction. So we are paying this much money for creating this much token. This is the network fee we are paying. Click on this confirm and the transaction is completed. You can see how quickly the transaction went through. And here we got the image. This is the address of our token and you can easily able to verify this transaction on Solana. Click on that and you can come back here. And here you can see the transaction went through. We are on the DevNet. We have done the transaction and it's fetching all the information about your token which you have just created. This is what you have. So current, this is the supply you have. This is the decimal point which we have given 9. This is the authority. This is the account which created this particular token and this is the address of the token. You can simply copy. You can come back here and you can simply go to the Sol, paste the address here and hit enter. And it will give you all the information which you have provided. So you will have the pro NFT marketplace, the symbol, everything's looking fine. Right now we haven't done any transaction. You can go to, here is the transaction we have done just now. If you click on this metadata here, you will find the information of your token, the data we have uploaded, to the IPFS. You can simply copy, paste here, and you can get the information. It's working fine. Now, if I come back here, if I copy the address, so we have successfully created the token. You can simply copy the address or you can simply reload the page to close the application. So it's working fine. And one more thing, the moment you will create your token, it will automatically get stored in your Phantom wallet. So if I click on the Phantom wallet, you will find that if you scroll down here, it's fetching that. If you scroll down here, you will find the NFT we have created, the token we have created, Pro NFT Marketplace, the total supply is there. It's also reflecting here. You can click and you can easily able to do the transfer or send to any address. So it's working fine. And we have already copied the address. You can click on this token metadata, paste the address, click on this get token metadata, and it's going to fetch the information about your token. And there it is, name, symbol, and IPFS. You can also open that into a new tab to see. That looks pretty fine. I hope you guys can appreciate that what exactly you're going to build. And this one is working absolutely fine in all the network. If you want to deploy to the mainnet, make sure to do the changes here and connect this. And now we are ready to interact with the mainnet. So let me show you an example. So what I will do is I will come back to the Solana and here I'm connected with the mainnet. What I will do is I'm going to get a token and to fetch the information to show you that it's working exactly on the mainnet as well. So let me close this one and I want to get the token. Let's go this one. But here we have this 2 token which is on the mainnet. And if I scroll down here, this is the liquidity and I want to display the information of this particular one. So click on this. You can come back to the metadata and here you will notice that this particular token have not uploaded their information to the IPFS. So we cannot able to fetch this one because if I make a request, it will not give me the details about the token because this will not give me the details because it doesn't have the IPFS information. But you have to provide. That's important. So if I copy, if I come back here, if I paste, make a request, it's not going to give me the details. You can see the transaction failed and we don't have the details. So you have to find a token. Let me do a little bit search and find a token which has all the information on the main network. So finally, I found a token on the main network called Bonk and it has this IPFS information. So you can use any provider for uploading the information, but I use Pinata, but you can use literally anything. So if you want to get this information about the token, simply copy the address, come back to our application and make sure to connect it with the mainnet. Click on this metadata, provide the information, make a request, and it's going to give you the details about this particular token. And finally, we got the symbol, we got the name and the IPFS details. So it's working fine in all the network. All you have to do is to switch the network where you want to do the transaction. You can switch to the testnet, devnet, or mainnet. If you want to create another token, click on this. Let me check which network I have connected. So first I have to connect my wallet. I'm not going to do on the mainnet because I don't have real fun. I'll select here, go to the devnet, click on the wallet, click on this, come back here, create one more token. And this time I'll go with this one. This is the icon. I'll go to the descriptions, copy the same, provide here. So the image is uploaded, give the description, let's call it pro. I'll call it pro, decimal is going to be 9, and this time I'm going to have something like this must supply. Click on this create token. It's going to open the MetaMask, not MetaMask, Phantom wallet, and we have to simply confirm the transaction and it will work fine. You can see this must supply, confirm, and the transaction went through and we have successfully created our token. You can click here, you can verify the transaction on the devnet because that's where we have done the transaction, and it looks pretty fine. That's the total supply we have provided to our token. Looks good. Close this one, close this one, and this information is also reflecting here. So simply copy the address. You can simply reload the page, come back here and click on this metadata, paste the address here, make this request, and it's going to give you the information about the token you have created. And this information is also reflecting in your MetaMask wallet, sorry, Phantom wallet. There it is, the total supply pro token. So everything is working fine. I hope you guys have understood that what exactly you're going to build. So these are the beautiful features we're going to include, build from scratch, and this will teach you a lot of things that what exactly need to be done if you really want to build any application on the Solana chain. And this one is really powerful. So this is everything we're going to build from scratch with this beautiful application. You can do inspect element. It's 100% responsive for all the screen sizes, and that's all you can able to find. You can click and here you'll find the network. You can pick, close that one. It looks absolutely good. If you click on this and simply provide the address and get the information. So it's looking absolutely great. So I believe that you guys have understood that what's coming on the project and what are the exactly things we're going to build it. Now let me give you a quick overview of the code which we're going to build and the tools and technology we have introduced. So come back here, and this is the complete source code of the project. Again, you can simply download it. You can come back to the blockchain coder and go to the source code section, and from here you can easily able to get the final code and the starter file. So I want you to come and download the starter file, and if you want to take the final code you can get it, but we're going to code it together, everything from scratch. So click here and get the source code. Once you download the source code, you will get a zip file. In that you will have this two folders and one file called instruction. In that I'm going to attach this video so you can follow to do the setup, that how to do it once you download the final source code. So this is the final code. This is the starter file. Everything is given in that, so you can follow, which we're going to do it together. Now let me take you to the final source code. So in that final source code, we are using Next.js and TypeScript. These are the packages we are using, and these are the most important package when it's come to Solana development. So you can see here we have the token metadata, which give us the information about the Solana token which is deployed. We are using this wallet adapter, and we are providing multiple packages. We have all of these packages which I will explain and cover extensively one by one, that why these are important and which you have to know. And we are using TypeScript, this particular version. Make sure to use the exact version no matter when you are watching this project. We are using Tailwind CSS for designing and building our application and the front end. So that's all we have. So this is what you will get in the final code. Let me show you this as well. So I can come back to the source code section. In that we have all of this component. So this is the component, this CSV file which will be given the starter file, so you can simply get it from there. This is what we're going to build: the header, branding, footer, network switch, and notification. These are the components we're going to design. Here we have the context. In that we're going to build the auto connector. Remember, when we are switching off the network, it's getting automatically connected. So these are the configuration we're going to do, and all of these codes are written in TypeScript, so you will also master TypeScript as well. Here we have the context provider. So this is what I have here. So we have all of this library which we are getting from the packages. This is the network configuration we have done. Don't need to do anything. That looks pretty fine. Now this is the hook where we have built all the logic for getting the RPC endpoint, which we going to pass into our system, which will identify that which network we are connected. So that's the hook we have. Here we have the model which defines the network which we want to connect. So mainnet, devnet, localnet. We have the pages which I will come to. Here we have the story. Inside that we have this notification. So this will throw the error and success message. So we are using this interface because it's a TypeScript. And here we have the balance, which will fetch the balance of the user and it will display. So this is the function which we have built, which will display the balance of the user. And here we have this style. So here we have done all the configuration for the CSS because we are using Tailwind CSS in our project. So we are using a couple of library. Here we have the configuration, and I have written some custom CSS for designing. So that's all you will find here. Now we have this utils. Inside the utils, you will have this explorer. So once the transaction will complete, we have to display different URL for the Explorer, whether it's a mainnet, devnet, or testnet. So that's all the configuration we have going to do here. Here we have the notification which is going to trigger based on the success or the failure. This looks fine. Now here we have the view. In that we have built all of this component. So this is the airdrop, this is the contact, this is the create, this is the donate, we have the FAQ, we have the feature, we have the home, we have the import, we have the offer, we have the token metadata, we have the tools, and finally we have following a different architecture for importing and exporting the application because we are using TypeScript. So this is all we're going to code it together. I hope you guys can understand that how things are coming together. It's really powerful and we're going to do a lot of things. So again, I would suggest you, no matter when you are watching this, you have to use the exact package versions. It will work fine. You can see we are using this particular TypeScript and these are the version we are using. So here we are allowing user to donate to our application because this is what we have built, and we are helping them to create the token so they can donate the fund. So now whatever donation you will do, it will come to my wallet address. So if you want to change this as well, you can do that. So come back here, go to the view. Here we have this particular called donate. Inside the donate, we have this particular place. So here you have to do the changes. So if I zoom out a bit, so this is the function we have which will allow to do the donation. So all you have to do is to simply paste your wallet address and you can take all the donation which user will give right in your account. So that looks pretty fine. So now let's start the application. So once you will download the source code, you will get the exact thing. So first thing, this will be not there. So I'm going to let me remove it and let me show you from scratch. So these are the things where you will get. So open up your terminal first. Let me stop the application from running. And this is what you will get in the final source code. So first you have to get into this particular folder, and I'm already into this folder. So I'm going to simply copy and let me show you from the beginning. So first I will get into the main directory. So I'm into the main directory. Now I will go to the directory, type cd, paste the name, and here I'm into this particular directory. The very first thing you have to do is that you have to install the Phantom wallet. So come back, simply type phantom.app. It will take you here and you have to simply install this Chrome extension in your browser. You can see I already have the Chrome extension. Once you have that one, that's the first requirement. After that, you have to open this particular folder. So right now you can see we have these two folder and one file. This is the final code which we have to run. So you have to open this particular folder. So make sure to open up your VS Code. Go to this open folder. I have the folder in my download because just now I have downloaded in front of you. So this is the one which we have. I can click on this and I can have to go into this particular folder. So simply click on it and here I'm into this particular folder. Now I have to click on this open. So you don't need to do any changes right up here. You have to use the exact version. So first thing you have to do is you have to open up your terminal and you have to check your node version. So simply type node node-v. So this is the version I'm using in my system and you have to use the exact version if you don't want to face any error. Now you have to check your npm version -v, and this is the npm version I'm using. If you have any other version, like you have 20 node version, then you have to simply downgrade because 20 node version is not compatible with the Next.js 12. So if you want to know how to downgrade, how to upgrade, you can simply come back here on the channel. And here you will find the video which I have made. So you can simply watch this video that how you can upgrade and downgrade the node version in your computer. So these are the few things you have to do first. Make sure to check your node version and npm version. Once you're done with that, all you have to do is you have to simply install the packages which we have here. So to install the package, you can type npmi or install. Both will work. Install. Both will work. All you have to do is to hit enter, and this is going to install the application, all the packages in your computer, and you can see we are getting this node module. So this will take a few seconds. Once the installation is complete, we are ready to run our application. So just wait. So finally the installation is completed. So I have no issue. Everything's working absolutely fine. Now once we're done with that, now we can come back here, close this one and go back to the source code, and we have to go into the hooks. Not in the hooks, go into the context and go to the network configuration. Here we have done all the network configuration where we want to use it, because Solana provide you devnet, testnet and mainnet. So come back to the context provider, and here you can see that here we have all the endpoints. So like this URL might not work in future because it has a limited number of requests. So you have to get your own RPC endpoint from Acme. That's the only change you have to do. First, I would suggest you to simply run with this. If it's work, it's fine, but in future it will not work because I'm going to delete it and you have to create your own. So this is the one I am provided you in the final code, but in case in future it will not work. Now, if you want to get your own RPC endpoint for Acme, come back here, go back to the Alchemy. This is the provider we're going to use to connect with the Solana blockchain. So you can come and you can do it. Make sure to create your account, verify. Once you verify, you will have a similar dashboard like this. And I have created multiple projects for different blockchain. That's all you can see here. Now, if you want to create, so all you have to do is to click on this create a new app, and it's going to give you this pop-up model. From here, you can select the network which you want to connect. So I'll go with the Solana. And from here you can select, so I will definitely go with the mainnet. You can give whatever name you want and you can give a description. So once you give a description, you will have this. I'm not going to create one, and you can simply click on this. You will have the API key, means RPC endpoint, and this is the WebSocket, but we are using this particular one. You can simply copy that one, and that's what you can simply provide here. Okay, that's what you have to provide here. So this is the only change you have to do. Once you're done with that, now we are ready to test our application. So I'm going to simply close all of this, open up my terminal, and this is the command I have to run. So you can see this is the command which I have to run. Next dev. So I'll say npm run dev and hit enter. And here the application is started on localhost 3000. Everything is good, no problem I'm having, everything is working fine. So this is the application, our running on localhost 3000. Simply copy that one, come back to the browser, open a new tab and paste here and hit enter. This is our application got started. There is no problem, it will automatically trigger our Phantom wallet. So I can simply close this one, and here it's working absolutely fine. There is no network configuration. I can simply switch back. So right now you can see I'm connected with the devnet. You can go with the mainnet or you can go with the testnet, which I have covered extensively in the tutorial. So I would suggest you to simply follow the complete project if you want to understand that how the things are working, which I have explained extensively. So I'm not going to repeat that. So this is what I have. So I want to connect with the devnet. So I can click on this select wallet. It's going to open, and I can click on this Phantom because that's what I have in my extension. Phantom, it's going to open this. I have to give my password and hit enter. And I'm connected with the application. So click on this connect. And here you can see this is my wallet address. If I click on the Phantom, here you can able to find all the information. So right now I'm doing this testing on the devnet. But right now you cannot see the devnet, it's a mainnet. So I have to switch back to devnet. So click on the settings, go back to the active network, and here you will find all of that for the mainnet. But I have to switch back to the testnet. So I can click on this developer setting, and here I can enable this one. So I can see Solana devnet. That looks fine. Now you can simply go back and you can see, you can able to find all the information regarding your wallet address. Right now it's taking a little bit time, but we are connected with the devnet. So no issue we are having. Everything is looking absolutely good. Everything is looking good. You can click here and you can able to create your token. You can simply click on this metadata. From here you can able to get the token details. From here you can able to contact. From here you can able to get the airdrop, which I will show you how you can get it. And from here you can able to send transaction, means receive donation. And from here you can able to create the token, so which I have explained extensively. Now let's claim an airdrop so we can create our token. So click on this. Right now I have zero fund, and if I click on this airdrop, it's going to claim it, and here you can see it went up. And if I come, the transaction went through. If you click on this, it will take you back to the explorer section, and here you will find the transaction went through and we have received 1 SOL. That's all details you will find here. This is the transaction signature. This is the slot. That's all information you have found here. So that's working fine. Now if I come back one more time, and if I click on this air dip one more time, it's going to give me an error. So let me click on this, and it's giving me this error because the transaction failed, because I cannot claim twice within 24 hours. So the transaction failed. So we got this particular amount. If I go back to the send transaction, you can see this much fund I have, and I'm going to use this fund to create a token. So now we have to create our token. So before we create our token and upload the metadata and the images to the IPFS, we have to do the changes in our Pinata API key and secret key. So simply close this one, come back to our project, close this one, and now you have to get back here. So go to the course like source section. Inside that we have this view. Inside the view we have this create, and here we have this index.js, and here you have to do the couple of changes. So this is the entire function we have built. Close this one, and here we have this up. So here you have to do the changes. Here you have to provide your Pinata API key and Pinata secret key. Here you have to provide that. So this is the change you have to do in the upload image Pinata. That's the one change, and you have to do the same changes here in this particular function, upload metadata. So here you have to provide the same API key and same secret key. So these are the two things you have to get from the Pinata. So let's come back to Pinata. I'll type Pinata Cloud. Make sure to create your account and go to the login section, from where you can simply control your entire Pinata and all the files you will upload. That's all you will find here. So you can see I have uploaded all the file, and that's all reflecting here. So if I come back to the API key, and I have already created multiple API key, but you have to create your own. So click on this new API key. Here you can call it whatever you want. I can call it Solana new, or I can call it API. And here you can control what are the access level you want to provide to your API. I would just want to have all the access, so I can click on this admin, and from here you can able to set the limit. So I would suggest you to set the limit close to 1000, because that's the max limit you can create on this particular endpoint, API endpoint. So you cannot able to create more than 1000 data on the IPFS. So once you're done with that, make sure click on this generate API key, and it's going to generate the API key for you, which you can simply provide in the application. So this is the API key. Simply copy this one, and that's what you have to come back here, and here we have to replace in these two functions. So simply select this, simply select this and paste here. That's the one place you have to replace. This is the Pinata image, and you have to do the same thing in the metadata. So you have to simply replace here as well. So we have done the replacement into the two places. Now we have to change the secret key. So come back here, and this is our secret key. So simply select the entire key. Once you're done with that, now come back here in the code, and you have to simply replace here. So we are done with this, and now we have to do the same thing in the secret place. So these are the two changes you have to do, and now we are ready to deploy our data to the IPFS, and don't need to do any changes. That's how you can simply do that. Once you're done with that, now you can come back to the application. You can simply close this one, click on done. Once you're done with that, come back to our application, reload the page, and everything's looking fine. We have no issue. Now we can simply able to create a token. So click on this. Now you can simply click on this, and it will open this model, and from here you have to simply find a logo of your token which you want to upload. So I'm going to go with this one. It will take a little bit time, and once it will upload successfully, it will reflect here. And here you can see our image, the token image is successfully deployed to the IPFS. You can able to give the description. So first I would say that once it get deployed successfully, after that you have to provide all this information like description, name and all. So just wait. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to simply click on this, and I'm going to simply get some dummy text from here which I want to provide. So simply copy this one, and I can come back here. I can simply paste here. So this is the entire description we have for the token. Now we can simply give the name. So I can simply call it, let's say, what we can call it. We can say the blockchain coder. That's the name I want to give. And I can say symbol is going to be the TBC. Let's have a decimal points close to 9. And we're going to have a supply, let's call like something 30 lakhs. So once you provided all of these details, all you have to do is to simply click on this create token, and it's going to make a call. Here we have that. It's going to open our Phantom wallet. Here we have the Phantom wallet open. This much fund we are paying. There was a problem getting your token balance. That's not an issue. So we are creating this much token. This is the amount we are paying for creating. You can see the network fee. That's all is working fine. Now all you have to do is to simply click on this confirm. Once you do that, Finally, our token is successfully created, and here we have the address of our token. You can simply click on this. It will take you to the Solana Explorer. There you can able to find all the details about the token which you have created. You can see every single thing is working absolutely fine. This is the logo, this is the name. You can able to find the address, supply, mint authority, freeze authority. That's all you will find. You can come back to the metadata. Here you will find the entire metadata we have provided, which we have uploaded to the IPFS. So you can simply copy this entire URL. If you copy that, if you paste here, you will have all these details. Okay, my bad. Don't need to worry about it. So all you have to do is to simply click on this, paste here, remove this code from both the sides and hit enter. There you will have all the details regarding this particular data we have uploaded to the IPFS. So that looks pretty good. Hope so far things are pretty good to all of you guys. Now what I want to do is I want to get the information right in my tab. So this is the address of the token. You can get it from here, or you can simply copy from here. So you can see we have all of this information. Now we can simply reload the page to close this. It's done. Now we have to get the data for the token. So I can simply click on this, paste the address and click on this get token metadata. It's going to fetch all the data from the IPFS and through Solana, and that will give you, this is the name, symbol, this is the IPFS URL, and this is the logo. So things are looking absolutely fine. So I hope you have understood that what exactly you have to do. Every single thing is working fine. And if you want to create the same thing on the mainnet, all you have to do is to simply switch the network, reload the page, and now you can create the token on the mainnet. But I don't have any fund. So if I come back to the airdrop, you can see I have 0 fund. So I cannot able to create the token. If you have fund, you can create it very easily. If I click on this airdrop, it will be say, no, I cannot, because Sol has some value. So I cannot claim it for free. Every single thing is working absolutely fine. You have to do the exactly the same thing, but as long as you get the source code and follow the exact step, exact version which I have in my system, it will work absolutely fine. So I hope this much clarity is enough for you to understand that what exactly you have to do. So you don't need to do any changes in the code. All you have to do is to simply replace your API key and secret key. That's the one changes. You have to check your RPC endpoint for Solana. That's the another check you have to do. So if I come back here in the context, you have to check this one. This might work or it might not work in future. So you have to check that as well. So these are the things you have to do, but it's working absolutely fine. So this is the exact step you have to follow to run the project in your system. Again, I would encourage you to follow the complete project video, because if you just try to add something from your end, then you have to know that how we have built the project. And that way you will have a better understanding that how you can charge fee when you want to allow user to create a token using your application. So you have to know that. And again, if you want to master blockchain development, and if you really want to learn and understand that how this technology is working, then you have to know the relevant technology. I would suggest you to come and have a look that what exactly we have built in this particular project. You will master Solidity programming language. You will build one of the biggest project. We have thousands of students who have already enrolled and they have built, and they got amazing understanding, amazing learning, amazing packages in the industry. So I would encourage you to come and have a look. That will teach you a lot of things. So that's the only thing from my end. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.